Assuming that you are terrified of water, we unequivocally exhort you not to watch this video. We have assembled the most alarming and destructive mishaps including water that have at any point occurred on the planet. From a road being overwhelmed with bubbling water, to the greatest dam on the planet imploding, the following are 4 times water went out of control. Number 1. Water main break causes massive flooding in Houston. At the point when a central pipe broke in Houston, it spilled water for almost 2 miles away, and flooding the expressway that circles the city, as well as numerous roads and homes. Individuals had to hop on top of their vehicles at their rooftops to keep away from the fierce downpour of water that was coming in. Hard-hit the currents caused a significant shutdown at the Highway 610, on the grounds that an enormous lump of it got totally lowered submerged, making it difficult to keep traffic streamed. Schools, eateries and organizations needed to close for 2 days after the line breakage, a line that gave half of the drinking water of the whole city. Clearly the burst was brought about by laborers attempting to fix a minor release, and as they were moving soil around the 96-inch pipe, it unexpectedly broke and began spitting huge measures of water. They pinned the occurrence on the reality of the framework being exceptionally old. It took laborers over 8 hours to figure out how to fix the wrecked central pipe, and the inhabitants of Houston didn't have water tension for over 24 hours. Number 2. Baldwin Hills Dam disaster, 1963. 10,000 individuals must be emptied in Focal, Michigan, after 2 dams broke, causing a 500-year flood. Dams flopped after the water levels got very high because of over-the-top downpour nearby. Fortunately, there were no causalities, and no one got harmed. Yet, there was enormous measure of property harm as the water attacked whole areas, suffocating the houses. Opening a few homes were even torn from their establishments, and were seen drifting down the road like boats. However, the risk didn't stop there. The water got debased when it came into contact with a close-by compound plant that managed poisonous materials. Flood likewise caused significant power and gas blackouts in the Boundless region. They were persuaded the misfortune might have been forestalled in the event that the dams were kept in better shape. However, the office where the 2 dams are found is exceptionally old. You would think they ensured it was state-of-the-art. Flood likewise occurred amidst the worldwide pandemic brought about by COVID-19, which expanded the hazard of virus, and furthermore appeared to be a misfortune just after the other. Huge number of individuals needed to reside in common havens, making it truly challenging to set up friendly removing. Number 3. Tsunamis Dam, 2009, Russia. On August 17, 2009, a terrible mishap occurred in a hydroelectric plant in South Focal, Russia. Water levels of the Yenisei River rose to gigantic levels, flooding the turbine room and making a transformer detonate. Blast wound up annihilating other 3 turbines and harming each of the 10 at the office. 75 specialists lost their lives during the misfortune. They were covered alive under the rubble. Also, 40 tons of transformer oil was spilled into the stream, causing major ecological debacles. Water pollution killed an expected 400 tons of trout in no less than 2 fisheries. Authorities accept it was an infringement of well-being methods that caused the fiasco. Each one that lives in this place lost a friend or family member that day. It will have huge repercussions. Over needed to get $300 million. However, it later needed to ask the Russian government for another portion of $1 billion. Organization remunerated the groups of the departed specialists with $30,000 each. Number 4. Street filled with boiling water. In case I told you that in Russia, a whole road was flooded with bubbling water, you say that I'm insane, but anything can happen in Russia, right? And the story is exceptionally much genuine. A hot water pipe burst and spat out a 5-story tall bubbling water fountain. It sounds like an account from hell, but it happened right here on Earth. It happened in a road in Krasnoyarsk, and a transport filled with individuals was exceptionally nearby. The driver attempted to go through the impediment, but the street had caved beneath the extraordinary warmth of the water. The driver at that point continued to elude through a crushed windscreen, but he overlooked to open the entryway for the rest of the passengers, and the searing water rapidly filled the transport with 15 individuals inside. 13 of them had to be surged to a healing center, showing third-degree skin burns, and a few of them were in life-undermining conditions. Talk around self-centeredness from the transport driver. In the event that, as it were, he had squeezed a button sometime recently escaping to security himself, the catastrophe may happen. As you can see, water may seem harmless, but it can be as terrifying and destructive as fire. Even more. What do you think? Which elements do you think are the most dangerous? Be sure to check out our other cool stuff on screen now.